Hello YouTube, I'm back with some more Valiant Thor facts. I wanted to show you guys something real quickly, okay? Because of course, for those of you who keep reciting Frank Strange's book, let me show you something, and this is very important. This is the photo that August C. Roberts made, right guys? Okay. Now have I told you guys before, this photo is the edited photo to make it seem like the main attraction is these people right here. Okay? Who he calls Jill, Dawn, Thor, Tanya, and Valiant Thor, of course, which is himself. But anyways, let me show you guys something, okay? Now you will see that when you read Frank Strange's book, you notice that he talks about everyone else except for Tanya. It's almost like she only existed because this female, who's sitting right between Dawn and Valiant, she just happened to be coincidentally right there. So why not add her to the little story, right? Now I'm going to show you guys something here. And you guys see that I'm not lying. These photos have been edited by August C. Roberts. Let me show you. Okay. Like I told you guys in my previous videos, this is the real conference of Howard Minges' home, hosted by Howard himself. There he is with his wife right there, Rose. Okay. I already showed you guys, this is the real photo right here. Many of you have not seen it. Some of you have. This didn't take place in 1956. This took place in 1957. So for those of you that think that Howard Minges' book, The High Bridge Incident, has anything to do with so-called Venusians, Jill, Dawn, and Valiant Thor, then I think that you guys need to really read the book, because he does not say anything about anyone named Valiant Thor, who, mind you, according to Frank, is an ambassador of Venus and a commander of a starship. So, you know, if Howard Minges, who's the host, and all these people are there because they're curious about his experiences, they want to see, wow, could we meet these people, right? And then, of course, you got witnesses that say they went to Frank's house. Howard Minges' home, and you know. So I'm curious, how come he didn't introduce good old Valiant Thor there? You know? Oh no, just Valiant Thor just happened to be looking so humanly, writing on some notes, just because he want to look human, right, guys? All right, anyways, let me show you something on this photo. This is the real photo taken by August C. Roberts. Now, look at this. Okay, you got Jill there. Dawn there, right? And you got Mr. Valiant Thor there, who, of course, is Frank. Now, if you're looking, where is Tanya? Okay? Where's Tanya? Wasn't she supposedly sitting, like, right between Thor there, Valiant Thor, and his brother there, Dawn? Huh? Ah. Well, let me show you something, guys. That female that Frank decided to call Tanya is in this photo right here. And I'm going to show you where she is. Right over here. You guys don't believe me? Pay attention. Look how she has her hand on her face. Same female, look. She got a dress. It's the same one. Now let me show you the edited photo. There it is right there. Now they happen to throw her in the middle of this photo, which is edited. See? Right here. There she goes. Trying to show you guys this photo is edited. I already proved that to you guys when I showed you that these kids disappeared, and this picture that happens to be the same picture. Oh my god, these people. I don't understand how people cannot see that. And then you got a car that disappears in the photo as well. Okay? So it's funny because then people are going to say to me, hey, well, the car took off at the same time the kids took off and they were running around. And okay. Well, if you want to say that, okay. I just curious why everyone's still sitting the same then. You know? And then, like I said, this female right here, Tanya as she's called, which of course I don't believe that's her real name. She just happens to be edited into the photo to make it seem like these four are important. And then if you look at the photo even more, you'll notice that everyone has been like brought together. But where's Howard Menger? Where's Howard Menger, guys? Oh, that's right. He's on a coffee break or something, right? Oh, that's right. People would say that. These people were here before the meeting started getting bigger, and more people came. Because, of course, I've dealt with people that said that. Well, if that's true, then why are they still sitting the way they were sitting before? Huh? Why? And it's funny because it seems like he's still taking notes regardless. I mean, it don't make sense, guys. You supposedly got a Venusian, someone who's highly advanced, and all he can do is jot down notes the whole fucking time he's here? Come on, people, wake the fuck up. Look, see? He's writing notes. Writing notes. Come on. Really? The fucking alien writing notes? Right there, he has his notes and now he's talking? Oh, but yeah, he's some Venusian advanced being from outer space, from planet Venus. But he needs to write down notes. You guys want to believe that these people are from Venus, then you might as well say that you're from Venus too. Seriously. Okay? This is Frank Strangers, like I said. And the only one that could prove that this is him or not him would be his family. His brothers, his sister, his first wife, Bernice, who married him in 1948, didn't divorce him until 1970. So, she would be able to know whether this man is him or not. She was into the UFO alien phenomenon herself, mind you. For those of you that didn't know. Why did they divorce? I have no idea. That's not my concern because that was his private personal life. My concern here is the Valiant Thor story. That's what I'm more concerned about. And for those of you out there that don't think that I know anything else, trust me when I tell you I do, okay? I'm not some Joe Smo that decided, oh, well, let me just start with this guy, Frank. I have nothing personal against Dr. Frank Ernest Strangers, okay? I have nothing personal against him or Howard Menger, even though I know they passed away, both. Frank in 2008, Howard Menger in 2009. I have nothing personal against those guys. The only thing I see is the same thing others see, is that I'm pointing out the stories that they presented as fact. And they're not fact, they're hoaxes. Just like in the 1950s, of course, because in the 1950s, that's all people wanted to do. They were so obsessed with the alien phenomenon that here you had these weirdos all of a sudden. Hey, I'm a Venusian too. Hey, I'm from Mars. Hey, I'm from Saturn. Hey, I'm from Uranus. Yeah, and I'm from the moon. Okay? I mean, you guys can believe what you want. It's up to you. But I say, this is Frank Strangers. No one's going to change my mind. I want to see photos with him standing next to Frank and these people also. Because according to him, they don't age, right? So that means they look the same. They don't age like we do, excuse me. For those of you that want to try to correct me. They would still be looking the same, young. Okay? And I already tried to tell you how this story was created. So I try not to say the same thing over and over again. But, some people are just stupid. That they don't get what I'm trying to tell them. Again, if this was a very important guy and his people, then why didn't Howard Menger mention him by name? Oh, no, but then when they question Howard Menger, he says, oh, I didn't know they were Venusians. But then again, when they come, they don't normally tell me their names because he's trying to support, give a little support. He's not trying to downplay the guy because he know Frank, obviously. He knew Frank after the fact, of course. After this right here, he knew Frank. Because they went to the Giant Rock Convention together. They went to, if I'm not mistaken, a Jim Mosely convention. You guys better look this stuff up, man. Okay? Jim Mosely and Howard Minges were very well friends, good friends. And so was Frank. Frank was good friends with Jim Mosely as well. And for those of you that don't know, look it up. Okay? Jim Mosely was a well-known debunker and hoaxer at the same time, so you guys want to believe that he wasn't part of these hoaxes? Again, there's something wrong with you guys. You guys are that gullible. I believe that Jim Mosely, of course, in backing up his friend Frank, he tried to support the story all the way to his death in 2012. He said that he was present, and of course Craig Campabasso says, oh, well, yeah, he's in the photo. Oh, yeah, but I guess if they're talking about this little young man there, yeah, that could be Jim Mosely. So what? That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything. And, again, if Valiant Thor was such a big deal, then why didn't someone else talk about it? Oh no, but then you have Phil Snyder in 1996. Now we're talking years after Frank Ernest Stranges first came out with the Valiant Thor story. Okay? Talking about that Valiant Thor been on Earth for 58 years. Contradicting everything Frank said. Everything. Down to the letter. I mean, from his handshake, saying that Valiant Thor does not shake hands. Frank says he shakes hands. Then Phil says Valiant Thor have 6 fingers. Obviously, the Valiant Thor from Frank does not have 6 fingers. Come on, guys. Okay? Doesn't make sense. These people wanted to make a quick buck out of a fictional story, pass it out as fact, because that's what Gray Barker, that's what he liked it to do with his friends. He give them that little push. Or people would write him, because he had great ideas about how to manipulate people, because he was a well-known hoaxer himself. And he wrote plenty of books to make people convinced, of the things that he wrote. Why not? So they gave Frank that push that he needed. Alright? Take this little photo of you coming to Howard Minges' home, right here, and start something with it. And what did he do? He intermingled religion with the UFO alien phenomenon. And he created the character called Valiant Thor from the planet of Venus. And no, because of course he's not stupid, so that's why he didn't say that they live on the surface of Venus, because that's not possible according to how we look at it, right? He said they live in the interior of Venus. Okay. You guys want to believe that too? You can believe it. But if we're talking about an advanced civilization, as Frank said they are, right? Then that means they could live on the surface. They can have buildings on the surface. Why not? They would know how to counter all those type of things because they're an advanced race, right? Why the hell would they live in the interior of Venus? Oh, man. It's so sad. You guys can't see these photos are manipulated. And of course, like I said, August C. Roberts was the man behind editing the photos, because that was Frank's friend as well. So he was part of this hoax. But as you can see, he didn't promote Valiant Thor, which kind of makes people like me suspicious, because if you're the man that took the photos of these supposedly aliens from planet Venus, why aren't you the one going out there and doing lectures? Why aren't you the one presenting the pictures to people? Oh, but no, Frank is the one. Why was Frank the one to be able to do this stuff? Ah, that's right. Because Frank had his little inner circle people, and he always has sermons with people, so he figured, why not? Let me introduce them to this story, then they'll fucking drink it up and eat it up and spit it or whatever they want to do with it, pass it on. So, I mean, if you guys want to believe it, go ahead. I know that's Frank. There's people out there that know that's Frank, and I'm sure they do. But because it's convenient for them to gain money, they're not going to reveal that that's Frank Stranges. Trust me on that when I say that. I don't gain nothing by this. I'm not seeking popularity from this. I'm just trying to show you guys something. That's all I'm trying to do. Like I said, anyone out there that want to keep supporting this story, show me proof of any type of evidence that Frank left behind. I'm talking to you, Julie Stranges, who was his wife. I'm talking to you, Craig Campobasso. You the one that made the movie. Yes, I know. You. Who been Frank's friend since 2001, yet you never met Valiant Thor, or he never introduced you. I think that's kind of rude that somebody that knows someone will not introduce you to the person. Oh, let me guess, he was shy, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we know. That's sad. That's really sad. The way I look at it, that would be disrespectful. If anyone came to me and I didn't introduce you like to my girlfriend or to my friend, I mean, come on, guys. This is a very important person, okay? According to Frank. Why didn't he introduce him to Craig Campobasso? They knew each other 2001 and became friends all the way to the end. And not once did he meet Valiant Thor. Or any of those other people, by the way. Jill, Dawn, any of them. Any of them. He said it himself. He said it himself. Now, for those in the inner circle that say that they met them, yeah, okay. Show me proof. Just like I said before, show me proof. I want to see photographic evidence from these people that don't age like us. If you can show me present day photos of them looking different, but, you know, in different clothes, looking the same, young as hell, then I would believe you. But again, like I said, this is Tanya right there. Okay? It's convenient that they moved that photo all the way up. You know, it's like I said, guys, this is edited. So if you guys want to believe that the photo is not edited, then there's something wrong with you. The reason it was edited was so to support the Valiant Thor story. That's why it was edited from this big photo to this. The one everyone always sees is this one. Okay? This is the one without the Howard Menger in it. And then the female with the legs and arms crossed still sitting the same despite her sitting that way all the way over here in the real meeting. So, and if I'm looking at it in two ways. Either that's the same female or it's a different female that was hired to take the part to sit the same way the other female did. But of course I believe it's the same female because it looks like the same. If you look at all the details, from the glasses to the thing on her hair to the way her hair is, it's the same female. So with that, I'm going to leave you guys. If you want to prove me wrong, man. I'm waiting.